wanted to give you guys an update about the Tanacon thing. And it's so funny. I know that people don't care anymore. I'm aware. It's been like 2 days. I get it. People are like, next, like moving on. For some reason, I like can't. I'm like losing my mind over it. I've been really emotional all day. I've been like spiraling a lot and just watching just hours and hours of videos from people who were there and like watching them talk about it, like putting faces to it, if that makes sense. Like you hear the words like, 20,000 people came and then they left and they were pissed, and you're like, okay, like that's crazy. But when you actually see it, and you see and you hear their stories, and they're real people who like some of them flew in, some of them drove so far, they spent so much money on hotels, and like one girl I talked to like flew there and she spent so much money that she didn't have to make it work, and then she stayed there all day, and of course it was canceled and she just had to go right back home. And it's just like, that's a person, that's one person, and if there really were thousands and thousands of people, they all probably have equally awful, sad stories. And it's just, this sucks. And I'm sick of just people being like, oh, I'll make it better. It's like, shut up. Like, will I don't know. What can I literally do to make it better? I'm trying. I got the list of, it took me a while, but I got the list of the people that RSVP'd. So I have like a plan for that, I'm like, okay, well, I have the list of people who RSVP'd, so I'm going to do a meetup in LA for those people, and anybody else who came to Tanacon that's from LA, I'm going to do a free meetup for them, and then I'm going to hopefully do my next book tour. I'm going to meet up with everybody around the country, but that doesn't fix it. Like, that doesn't help. Like, does it help? I don't know. It doesn't take away the fact that they were like literally scammed. I know it's not my fault, because I literally like had no idea what was going on. I like Tana, so I'm like, all right, like I'll go. Like, that sounds cool. I hate conventions, but okay, like, I just am so mad that it happened. And I'm not even like specifically mad at, I'm not like mad at Tana. There's nobody I'm specifically mad at, obviously. I'm mad that it happened. And I'm like having trouble moving on from that. And I'm having trouble not getting answers. Like, why was the hotel lobby so small? If even 1,000 people were coming, why was it the size of a bathroom? And then, of course, me with my conspiracy theories, I'm just thinking like, I'm thinking a lot of things. I'm just going to call it VidCon. So, even if VidCon happened, and, it worked, right? There still would have been so many disappointed people, because it would be impossible to meet that many people, right? Like, it would be impossible. Like, even if, like, we figured it out, we got the right security, whatever, like, if there was 5,000 people there, it would be impossible for 5,000 people to meet any of their favorite YouTubers, because that's a lot of people, so how'd that happen? So then you just have thousands of people who are like, oh, I didn't get to meet Shane or Tana. Guess I'll go home. Like, then what is that? Like, I'm just like thinking like, what was this? I just feel like there's some weird shit that people are going to just ignore and move on from. And I am holding back talking about it because I don't want it to somehow, hurt Tana or any of the YouTubers involved. But like, I don't think there was 15,000 people. I just don't. I think there's so much about it that's not true. It feels like a conspiracy. It feels like I'm in a conspiracy. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. And it's so hard for me to sleep because I feel like people were scammed. I can't figure it out. And I've talked to Tana, I've talked to so many people involved, and they can't figure it out, and we're all just so confused. I don't know anything, right? You know, I know this much. I know Tana, I love Tana. That's it. Like, that's as much as I know. I don't think there was 15,000 people there. I think there was 5,000 people there. I think they sold 5,000 tickets. I think 1,000 people went inside the building, and then I think the other 4,000 people were waiting outside, and they couldn't get in because there wasn't room. I don't think there was a mob. I don't think it was a bunch of kids with no tickets. I think it was kids with tickets. I think they all bought tickets. I think they all bought tickets, and I think they all literally were standing in the sun for 6 hours. And I'm sick of pretending like that's not how I feel, because it is. And I want to fix it, and I don't know how. I grew up so poor, and I grew up in LA. And if I was a kid now, I would have went, and I would have begged my mom, and she would have like worked an extra shift to get that $70 to make it happen. And if this happened to me, and I found out that like everybody's being like, there was 15,000 people, it was a mob, it was crazy, it was all whatever. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like there's some fucking weird shit going on, and I don't want people to stop talking about it because I just want to know what the happened. I want to know what I was a part of. You know? What was I a part of? And maybe I'm just being a conspiracy theorist, and maybe literally there was 20,000 people, and maybe whatever. But I met up with so many people that were there over the last 2 days, and in person, talked to them, met with them. I didn't film it. I just wanted to talk to them and help them and give them hugs and say sorry and shit. Anyways, I don't even know why I'm saying all this. I just needed to talk about it out loud because I haven't really been talking about it because I feel so confused. I talked to Tana about all this. I've talked to everybody involved. Everybody has a different story, so it's confusing. That's why I'm also confused, because literally, what is this? Maybe I should just do some research on it. Maybe it is a conspiracy. I've already fallen down so many holes. I literally have watched hours of videos, and something is wrong. Like, the actual Tanacon, when you really look at the videos, there's nobody there. It's, like, empty inside. It looks like 500 kids inside. Like, that's it. Like, it looks kind of, like, empty. But then you see, like, 5,000 kids outside. What is this? Then you look at the actual convention, and it's not even a convention. It's a hallway with nothing in it. And you're like, what was that? Was this whole thing a scam for some weird thing that none of us know about? I don't know. Ooh, it's so creepy. It's just so creepy and weird. But I don't know what the point of the scam would be. Because even if they were, like, just charging everybody, it's $60 times 5,000. It's not that much money. It's not worth it. So it's like, what is that? VidCon actually was trying to help. Like, I was getting messages and phone calls and emails from people very high up at VidCon, who I haven't talked to in years, because I haven't been to VidCon in years. And they were trying to help. They were like, what can we do? They're like, what can we do? Because we don't want anybody hurt. We don't want anybody, like, it's just, you know, we don't want Tana hurt. We just want everybody to be okay. So it's like VidCon, if anything, VidCon has been, like, more helpful than the people that were running Tanacon. I just want to know what happened. And I feel like I never will. And that's what is making me not be able to sleep. So that's my night. I'm mad because I feel like nobody's actually telling the truth. I'm mad because if you watch the videos of the people that were actually at Tanacon, it's not just like screaming little girls like everybody's saying. It's like it's like people in their 20s who were like, what the fuck's going on? This sucks. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Like, there's no food here. They didn't let us bring our water in. They weren't checking our bags. They literally didn't check bags. People were walking in with duffel bags and they weren't checking them with no metal detectors. Literally, somebody could have got shot. Like, I'm just thinking, like, one girl I talked to survived a school shooting a few years ago. And she was like, I thought there'd be security there. And nobody was even checking bags. And I'm just like, hearing all of that shit, and I'm just like, I can't just let this go. I can't just be like, all right, well, that's over. Like, it's just not. It just is bothering me. And I don't think Tana knows any of this either, because I think she's so, like, overwhelmed that I don't think she's really probably even, like, really fallen down the hole yet. Because when you fall down that hole and you see these videos of all these people and their stories, it's crazy. There was, like, babies there. Babies who are burning in the sun. I mean, it's probably the parents' fault for bringing babies, but you know what I mean. All right.
Also, I heard only like 5,000 people came, and everyone was saying it was 20,000, but it was actually only 5,000, and the venue only 1,500. I'm like, it just sucks. Like, it sucks for everyone around. I feel like, like, it's so frustrating because, like, as soon as it was announced and, like, people I knew were going, like, yeah, we're going to Tanacon, I was like, that's, like, not gonna be safe. Like, this is crazy. And at the time, I didn't know what event company, obviously there had to be an event company producing it, but then, you know, I've heard so much about Good Times already, and then I was just like, you know what I mean? Like, it just all sucks. So anyways, I'm watching all these drama videos, not even drama, like Philip DeFranco was talking about it, on the situation, and it's just, like, the whole thing, like, ooh, it, like, sucks. Were you asked during Tanacon? Yes, actually, I randomly got an email or a text message from her manager, and I was like, that's so weird, but I originally was going to be out of the state anyways, like, I wasn't even going to be here, so, I didn't even respond, because I don't even go to VidCon. It wasn't Tana's fault, no, but a little bit, I don't want to use any bad words, but it was basically, like, everyone's saying in all these videos, like, it's a big F you to VidCon, and I get it. But it's irresponsible to even, like, try that in a month. I don't know. There's no hate at all. And like I said, she's always been really nice to me. And believe me, the last fandom I won a war with is hers. But, oh man, the whole thing sucks. It just sucks. The whole thing sucks. I've been wanting to say something, but at the same time, I'm like, I know how my words get twisted.